All right, we're here with Charisma. Feel free to ask a few questions, then we'll move to IImar'I Thomas.
Hi, Charisma. Congrats on the win. Could you comment on the foul trouble in this game and how that impacted the fourth quarter?
Yes, hi, thank you. Yeah, I think me and Jalen got into some foul trouble, but I think people off the bench stepped up, and I'm really proud of how they stepped up, and I think in the future, me and Jalen will just be smarter about our fouls.
Hey, what's going on, Charisma? It's Kahari. I want to know, you had a double-double. You know, what does it mean to you to continue to lead your team? It seemed like in the first half you really held it down, you know?
Yeah, I was really excited to play today because I know the last two games we haven't been playing like we wanted to play. And I really just wanted to step up for my team, whether that's scoring. I had a goal to get 10 rebounds today. And then if it's leading, just whatever I can do to help my team.
And also, Coach had talked about how it was a lot of emotions yesterday after those games. How did that affect you, and how did it motivate you all to get this win today?
Yeah, yesterday was very hard for me. I was pretty upset after the game, just because I know that we're a better team than what we showed in the past two games, and I think today we showed that we have so much potential, and as long as we keep growing, committing to the process that we have here, we'll be fine. But we have to just make sure that we hold each other accountable, hold ourselves accountable to continue to grow, so that we can reach the goals and places we want to go.
Right.
Anything else for Charisma?
Yeah, I got another. I wanted to ask one more. So how did you feel like this weekend overall kind of helped you all just moving forward for the future?
Yeah, I think this experience was good for us, just because we kind of got exposed in the first two games, like Coach Corey said, and now we can kind of see like where we need to improve. In our first three games, or at least the first two games, you kind of don't really see it because you get a win and you kind of just move on. But I think these last two games that we lost, it kind of just exposed it. And I think we'll watch film and see where we need to grow and figure out how we can commit to the things that we're supposed to commit to.
Thanks, Charisma. Good luck.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Charisma.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right, we're joined by IImar'I Thomas. Feel free to ask any questions.
Hey, congrats on the win. You reached a milestone this weekend with 2,000 career points. Do you have anything to comment on that accomplishment?
I'm just happy that we got the win today. I mean, it's a nice accomplishment for sure, but yeah, I'll just say just happy we got the win.
Amari, this is Sue. Congrats on the win. What made the difference in today's game? There was that time at the end where the score got close again. What were the factors that led you guys to pull it out today?
I definitely think our togetherness and just our defense. I mean, we had been in a situation before where we needed to pull out at the end and we didn't. So I think today we felt that it was very important to just come together in the end and get stops and take the right shots so we could get a win.
Hey, what's going on, Amari? It's Kahari. I wanted to ask you just how did yesterday's and these first couple of games, you know, Coach had talked about it was a lot of emotion yesterday. How did that motivate you all to get this win today?
I think it definitely motivated us and it woke us up. I mean, this weekend, our first two games definitely motivated us for today just because we knew that we needed to leave here with at least one win and we needed to learn from our mistakes from the previous 2 days for sure. And it's not going to happen overnight, but we definitely want to turn it around and end on a good note today.
And you have a lot of experience, you know, just playing college basketball, you know. How important is it, you know, win or lose, like bonds like this, how does it help you all grow as a team?
It definitely helps us in the end. I mean, we know that in March, the things that we're going to need to have already built. So definitely, I feel like doing this type of stuff now and being able to stay together as a unit, especially like in a game today, is just gonna help us in the end. And it's gonna help us every game from here on out.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Anything else for IImar'I? All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All All right, we'll be joined by Coach shortly. All right, we're joined by Coach Close. She can give an opening statement, and we can open it up to questions.
Thank you guys for being here. And, I don't mean to be a broken record, but whether we win or whether we lost, the reality is we got to grow and get better. And we got exposed in some things this weekend. And, I'm proud of some people who stepped up and grew today, especially with J-Pen and Riz in foul trouble. I'm proud of growth. That's all I'm thinking about right now is get better. And I'm focusing on every single day who are stepping up and fulfilling their commitments of growth. And that's where our whole entire mindset is. Obviously, there were some great things. I thought Chantel Horvat just was huge for us as she walks on by. I think she gave us some great stability as a veteran and with her leadership all weekend. I thought that Natalie Cho had some huge growth areas and big plays and really pressurized moments. But right now we have to have the mindset as, are you going to lean into the hard or not? Are you going to let it refine you or are you going to let it define you? And this has been a hard weekend. None of us would have chosen this, but now what? What kind of story do we need to write and how do we need to respond? And, proud of a lot of responses and growth, but we have a long ways to go. So that's really where I am. Put your head down, be people of gratitude and get better, fight for growth. Go ahead, Kahari.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask about charisma. Well, not even just charisma, but just the rebounding from the offensive rebounding from your team today. That seemed to play a huge part of your all's win today.
Yeah, we didn't get as many offensive rebounds as I would like. We were at a really good percentage of our misses, but I thought that, Charisma's I really loved because that was her commitment. Everyone shared a commitment today of growth, and that was hers to get double-digit rebounds, and she got 11. And that was with battling through foul trouble. She had 11 rebounds. So to me, it's growth, right? And so fighting for that. But I do think, I love the offensive rebound by KO at the end of the game after we missed that free throw. That sealed it. It's like, just get another possession for your team. How can you fight first? One more possession. How urgent can you be? How much can you grow? And that's really my only focus. How are we going to get tougher? How are we going to get more together? And how are we going to grow?
And Coach, I asked,
Sorry.
and just my last one. I asked the girls about. I asked the girls about just how the emotions from yesterday affect them to playing today, and they said like yesterday was kind of hard for them. And would you say that's like a good thing that players are responding this way, and they get motivated off losses and things of that nature?
Well, I hope that the pain of exposure, the pain of like having to hold the mirror creates behavioral change, creates a competitive fire of like, I'll bring it on. We've got 12 days of practice with only one game in the next few weeks. And are they committed to winning the moments? They don't have to feel great about every moment, but they got to be committed to growth. And if this pain doesn't motivate them to lean into that, then we got bigger problems. Then it's a waste, right? Then the pain is a waste. And well, we got to, you can either let it define you and bring you down, or you can let it refine you and bring out gears in you that maybe you didn't even know you had. But we got to change. I challenged. I didn't think we were sold out before this. I think we were making steps, but I think we were trying to fight for growth more than they were. And I hope that maybe their ears are a little bigger and their hearts are a little softer after this experience. Grace, go ahead, Grace.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank
How
you.
do you feel wrapping up this tournament? Do you feel like you saw some growth from the things you saw Friday to today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're definitely there. I thought Natalie, I want Natalie to be that aggressive. What you saw with J-Pen and Riz on the bench, it's like she knew she had to be aggressive. I want her to show that all the time, even when Riz is out there and Riz is hot. Like she's got to be a hunter, but I thought she showed that she can do that. I saw the growth in Dominique Darius's offensive rebounding. That was a huge spark for us through the weekend. And that's something that she hadn't been showing, and she consistently stepped up. And so I can give a lot of examples, but yes, I did see some growth from Friday till now, but we have a lot more growing to do. And, you know, it's a long process. What I just told them is you just can't get tired of doing it right. And you got to know that you're going to be rewarded if you commit to doing what's right, even when it's hard, over and over again. We will bear fruit in time. And if we don't give up, and that's what we got to challenge. That's what I got to challenge myself to do. And that's what I got to challenge them to do. Go ahead, Sue.
Hey there. I've always believed that sports is more psychological than anything else. And so maybe can you pinpoint, is it mental toughness issues, or is it some other type of what is it that you guys are needing to work on, and what made the difference in this game today psychologically?
Well, I think that, you know, I completely agree with you that it's what's in between our ears more than anything else. And, you know, I don't think we're we have not earned enough confidence. We got a lot of people playing new roles, and we have a lot of people that are trying to become a unit. We're sort of a bunch of individuals right now, and we're not collectively, we haven't built enough trust. And so I think sometimes you go into, well, I got to protect mine. If I don't really know the help side rotation is going to be there, or if that person's going to remember to set that right screen, or if, you know, whatever the case might be. And I think that we've got a lot of teamwork things we have to learn each other really fast. And we haven't done as good a job of that as I would have wanted. But I think it's all of the above, Sue. I couldn't agree with you more that it's way more mental than physical. But, you know, mindset is a choice, and it's a skill, and you got to be willing to work on it. And, you know, I think I'm not sure there's many programs that invest in the mental side of the game as much as we do, but you also have to choose to learn. You got to choose to embrace it. You got to choose to try to apply those mental training skills that we are working on literally every single day. And that's where I've been frustrated with the disconnect is, you know, sometimes I will always take the responsibility first, but with some of this mental training stuff, like, hey, we've been doing a lot of teaching, and they've got to take responsibility of doing some good learning too. We will never stop going, hey, how can we teach this better? How can we reach this person better? But they have responsibility in that too. And so we've got deficiencies there. So we got to get better. We're not mentally tough enough. We're not thinking the game quick enough. We're not, you know, giving energy to each other, both mentally and how we tactically play, but also emotionally. And we are not communicating a consistent amount of time. You cannot be a cohesive team without consistent talk. And we're not consistent yet. We show glimpses, but we are not consistent. And we have to be consistent to earn the confidence it's going to take to become the team that we want to become.
That's great insight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Any other questions?
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, you know, I love that you just said that it's just about, you know, players taking responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's a leader? It should be like at least one or two leaders on the team to step up to make, you know, outside of the coaches.
Well, yes, but I think our leaders have stepped up. And I also think you can only be a good leader if we also have some good followers. And they elected 4 captains. And I'm much more about our leadership team, our leaders in training, than I am just captains. But Gina, Chantel, Charisma, and Natalie. And so they elected them. So they also need to follow them. And, you know, and our leaders, we're going to always challenge them. Leader is influence. Leadership is taking other people, going on a journey and making sure you're taking someone with you. So that's always the challenge, right? To serve well, to challenge well, and to make sure people are coming along with you. But that's also a choice by the follower as well. You need both. And so I'm actually really proud of the ways that they have taken initiative this weekend. Gina, Chantel, Nat, and Charisma. They've been the first to confront. They've been the first to own their own mistakes. They've been the loudest in huddles. And our player, the other players on the team need to step up and follow their example on a very consistent basis.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Well, as usual, you guys, I just really appreciate you staying with us. And one thing I will guarantee you is that we will grow. And we do, it's at the top of every single practice plan is making uncommon choices with a beyond mentality, leading to a championship level process. And I just told them in the locker room, we don't have it yet, but there's no reason they can't fight to become that kind of team. There's no reason they can't fight to have those habits. We fell short. We got exposed. So now what are we going to do about that? And so appreciate you guys continuing to tell their story and watch the growth happen. I'm saying it right now. They're going to grab something different.
Thanks, Corey. I hope you have a safe trip back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.